And welcome back. This is going to be another story about Tyler s- and basically how I almost completely destroyed my hair. So, like I mentioned, in the 8th grade, I started dyeing my hair black. That kind of opened a lot of doors for me to start dyeing my hair a bunch of like brown and red. Like I said, I couldn't dye it any crazy colors. My mom was pretty adamant on keeping it natural colors, but I would dye it like variant shades of red and variant shades of brown and usually black when I got tired of all of those colors. Well, my friend Tyler also would dye her hair, and her mom would dye it. And I was hanging out with Tyler a lot more after our class project in sophomore year, and she started inviting me over to her house more often, and I got to know her mom, who is the stereotypical Southern mother, just has the Southern accent, welcomes all children of all ages, but takes no shit from anybody, and will sit there and degrade her child in front of company because that's just what you do in the South. Not degrade, but make fun of. That's what I meant, tease. And I was over at Tyler's house one night. We were spending the night, and I think we had like plans in the morning or something. But Tyler was dyeing her hair red, and her mother wanted to dye my hair, and I said, "Well, we can dye it platinum blonde." Like, that was my great idea. And now a lot of my roots had grown out. I think my hair was brown around this time. If not, it was definitely black with some roots. And so we go to the store and we just pick up the stereotypical L'Oreal Platinum Blonde kit. And, it wasn't even the fact that I wanted platinum blonde. I wanted highlights. So we go to the store to do this highlighting, and we grab the box and stuff like that. And Tyler's hair has already been done, so we were doing my hair, and her mom was, trying to highlight, and we set it. We don't really think much of it, and you can't really tell while it's still wet. So I go to rinse, and after I rinse and we blow dry, I looked in the mirror and I was appalled because I looked like a skunk. I had this black tips, and it didn't look, oh no, and I maybe had 6 inches of root that was just stark white on my head, and I was just, oh no. and Tyler and her mom were just like, "Come on out, let's see what it looks like." And I was just, I can't come out right now. So after trying to compose myself, and this was before I used to take pictures of stuff that was funny. I wish I had a picture of what my hair looked like because it was awful. But I walked out with this stark white Draco Malfoy hair and these dark, dingy roots, or tips, and just Tyler and her mom just fall, like, completely silent. And her mother, I remember her mother went, "Oh my God, bless your heart." And for anybody who's from the South, you know that bless your heart isn't a compliment. And so she was like, "Well, I have to fix it." And I was like, "Should I tell my mom just in case you can't fix it?" And she's like, "Please don't tell your mother." So we gather my hair into a hat and get a hoodie on, and we're trying our darndest to hide it, but we can't stop laughing because it's so funny. I looked like Pepe Le Pew with just the white patch of this platinum blonde hair on the top of my head. And we did fix it that night, but I remember those few seconds of just staring at myself in the mirror. I was just aghast. And another story with Tyler was this one time when during the fall just as school was starting. I think it was it might have still been our sophomore year, but if not, it was our junior year. And we decided to go to the fair together. The county fair is always like, I love to go. I love to eat the food and smell the smells and, you know, lose a bunch of money to the games that you can play. And so we go there, and I'm pretty chicken shit because I'm scared of rides. Like, I'm scared of heights, and I don't like the feeling of my stomach dropping, and I don't like a lot of G-forces, but and Tyler was kind of the same. She wasn't a big fan of, you know, crazy rides. So we ended up going, and I think we went on one ride that's, you know, pretty simple. It just spun you around and around. And we were across from these two guys that were also at the fair together. And unbeknownst to me, there was some, you know, playful banter between Tyler and these two guys. And so because of that, she took it as a challenge and proceeded to drag me all over the fairgrounds looking for these guys. Like, for example, we went to go get lemonade. Like, I said, oh, I could use a lemonade now. And she was like, oh, good, because those guys are there at the lemonade stand. And she was so suave about it, or at least she tried to be, just kind of like a cat, just, oh, I just happened to be here. You know, I just happened to run into you. And it was so funny to me because it was like, if only they could see, like, just how strategic she was, you know, like, in planning how she was going to run into them the next time. And I still remember that to this day. It's like, you know, so many people thought Tyler was just this quiet, reserved girl who just lived in the world of books. But in reality, she was a very complex stalker. So, but I still love her to bits. So, but that's it for today's video. If you like this content, go ahead and give it a like and subscribe. I'm almost done with this picture, I think. Maybe 1 or 2 more videos left on this. I just don't want these videos to be too long. If you like this content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and maybe the bell, and leave a comment with, you know, whatever, what you liked about this video. And don't forget to stay curious, my friends.